Hi, I'm Rubbercowboy, and I want to explain myself. I mean this literally. I've spent the last few months of my life revisiting pieces of media I enjoyed or thought important throughout my existence with the lens of my modern perspective. I found that many things have changed between then and now, and as I began to deconstruct myself, I had the extreme urge to share those feelings with the world so that maybe, at some point, I can be understood by someone else, if not myself. I am a strange person. I've been an outcast among outcasts, a horrifically outspoken hipster among hipsters, and a contrarian of the highest order. I have loved things because they were edgy. I've hated things because they were soft. I spent what feels like a lifetime on the fringe of the fringe, living as an esoteric being with esoteric feelings, never feeling I had a place to belong, a people to champion, or a complete picture of me. I often wonder why this is. In the mindset of self-reflection, I've come to an understanding that people are the product of their surroundings and that their surroundings are a product of them. And I want to find out what effects my choices in media have had in this regard. First, I want to explain what I mean by media. I mean media in the most widespread, broadest term. I count social networks as media. I count music, art, memes, video games, tabletop games, literature, theater, architecture, agriculture, city planning, education, pretty much everything up to and including the performative body language that human beings exhibit to explain abstractions to be media. I will, however, try to keep things as based in a more broad context of media as possible, as to keep this content as palatable as I can without making them useless for my purposes. Secondly, I pledge these following content rules with the hope that they can keep me honest and guided. They can be considered the general ethos of this channel. 1. Keep money out of it. It's easy for things that you are passionate about, especially things you want to view as an art form, to be bastardized by the introduction of monetary gain. I'm not going to run ads or put sponsored bits in videos. If this changes, unsub for me. Punish me for going against my ethos. 2. Keep it personal. Everything I talk about should relate to my opinion, perspective, and general beliefs, and how the media may have affected those. If I decide to follow a trend and jump on a bandwagon without it having to do with me, unsubscribe from me. 3. Admit inadequacy. The ultimate sin of someone who produces media is the protection of a brand in the face of bad PR. If I mess up, put on airs to save face, unsubscribe from me. 4. Make it interesting. This is more of a self-suggestion. I never want to cover things I'm not personally interested in some way. 5. Make it thorough. Trying to get a complete picture of the circumstances surrounding a thing I want to cover is paramount. It is easy to stop searching and be lazy. It's hard to persevere and get as much info as you can. 6. Be open to correction. Something many suffer from is the ability for ego to get in the way. If I'm wrong, and I'm proven wrong, the optimal move is to admit fault, mitigate damage, and move forward. 7. Admit bias. All people have inherent bias. If I feel that my point of view is the result of bias, I will say so. I will not always remove the bias, but the biases people have reflect and inform the feelings and opinions they have. 8. Don't be afraid. If this channel becomes an obscure dumping ground for my personal feelings and I get no subscribers and no views, so be it. If this channel gets a bump of success and falls off, so be it. I will not let my fear dictate my future. 9. Be honest. A vague self-affirmation, sure, but I don't like lying. It makes me feel bad. This is to set in stone and add even more roadblocks to any possibility of dishonesty on my end. And finally, 10. Get better. I'm a hobbyist in everything I do. I am unskilled in most things I do. I have no film degree, no music degree, nothing to justify my place as someone qualified to do this. I will learn, slowly or abruptly, the errors of my ways and faux pas I commit. I want to get better, so I will. I hope this can serve as a good measure of the ethos of this channel and my intents with it. Goodbye.